Hello, everyone. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
And today we're going to talk about whether or not Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark can have a similar Bird Magic rivalry
Hmm.
in the WNBA. Welcome to Mark and Rob Sports Showdown.
Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed, please do so now and hit the notification bell. So, Rob, this is a pretty easy comparison and one you've seen already in the public and in the media. Magic and Bird, if you don't know the history, I'll go over really quickly. The league was doing poorly, drugs and stuff like that in the 70s, and it was on tape delay. In 1980, it was on tape delay, even though the Lakers were in the championships. Tape delay.
Right.
And then Magic won his championship, so he started to become more popular. And Larry Bird was Rookie of the Year, and he started becoming more popular. And then they started meeting in the finals, and Magic was a very exciting player, and he was at Lakers, had a showtime with the run and gun offense. Larry Bird was in a predominantly white team, and Magic team was predominantly black, but it wasn't all of either. And then Larry Bird became MVP 3 years in a row, and then Magic became MVP. And they met 3 times, and Magic won twice, and Larry Bird won once, or just Lakers won twice, and the Celtics won once, however you want to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And the ratings went through the roof. And then they just kind of handed the torch off to Michael Jordan, and he started dominating the league. But it was that initial rivalry between the two of them and really instigated the NBA going into a big-time league as opposed to one that was almost going to have to fold.
Oh yeah, it was. Well, it started in college, so when they came in, the league was actually really down. So when Magic and Bird came in there, and like it is now, we have Reese and we have Clark. One black player, different. She's a forward, and you have a guard like Clark, can pass the ball, shoot. She's a better shooter than Magic, definitely. But compared to like her game of pushing the ball up the court and her vision of passing and getting other players involved in the game are similar to Magic's.
Well, that's interesting that the white player is now the guard and the black player is not the forward. So if you don't know, Larry Bird was a small forward and sometimes a power forward. Magic was a tall point guard, the tallest point guard up to that date at that time, 6'9". And I did leave out one little part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
They met in the championship game in 1979, the highest rated championship NCAA championship game of all time. And Larry Bird went to a small college, it was Indiana State. And he led a bunch of nobodies to the championship finals. And I don't want to say all of Caitlin Clark's are nobodies because Kate Martin made the WNBA. And, they had all conference players. But, they were a mediocre team. And she dragged them to 2 championship games. And they both lost in the finals. Magic team won against Larry. And Angel Reese's team won Caitlin Clark's junior year in the championship game against Caitlin Clark. So the similarities are very stark.
Yeah, it really is. It really is like, wow. And now this rivalry that's taking place now in the WNBA, it's really, this came out in the last game. The game before that, Clark seemed to have to get the better of the match. And then now this recent game, Reese played very well and scored 25 points and rebounds. And now they're making she's the better rookie. So it's going up and down as far as people choosing who's the best rookie.
Right. Larry Bird won Rookie of the Year, but Magic was second in the voting, and that might take place this time. So and I was concerned because they were saying this concept before they actually got in the league. So it wasn't just starting now. People were saying Bird Magic, whether the duo of them would do that. And I was concerned because I had more confidence in Caitlin Clark's ability than Angel Reese's. But the last couple of games, and in fact, she's got 8 double-doubles in a row, I'm more confident that this could take place now because I think Angel Reese is going to be a better player than people thought she was going to be. At least that's what it looks right now. We'll see how she does the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was only a second-team All-American, and Caitlin Clark was a 2-time player of the year. Now, Angel Reese was first team All-American her junior year. And also Angel Reese has limited skills. Now, Caitlin Clark has her own flaws to her game. I get that. But I still think if you were betting who was going to be the better player in the WNBA for a whole career, most people would have bet on Caitlin Clark. And I still think that's an easy bet right now. In fact, I'll state my prediction again. I think Caitlin Clark will be the best player in the league at some point, like in the third or fourth year. Whether she's going to go down as the GOAT in the WNBA, I don't know. But I think she has the potential to do that. And I'm not making a prediction about that. But I am making a prediction that she'll be the best player in the league at some point when she's in her prime.
Right. I mean, nothing against Reese. She's doing very well her first year. She's getting rebounds, but unfortunately, unless she works on her game, she still has a lot to work on her game. Her shot is horrible. She's got to develop if she can develop a jump shot, this little pull-up jump shot, and she would be awesome. And also, she needs to work on the reason why she gets a lot of rebounds is because of her missed shots. So she's got to make the shots when she gets them. So, I mean, but I agree with you. I think with Clark, she does have to do some improvements too, mid-range game and her defense. But I think the opportunity for her to potentially be one of the best players in the league goes more towards her.
I think more being the best player in the year, because they were the best players in the league, Magic and Larry, for a time period until Michael Jordan came on the scene. So they were the two best players. Or one was first in the voting, then Magic was second in the voting. I think 2 to 3 years that Larry Bird won it when he won 3 years in a row. So I don't see Angel Reese as ever being the best player in the league as of today. Now, you ask me at the end of the year, and I'll give you a different opinion maybe. But I see her; she could be first team All Pro.
Right.
And that's good enough for this to be a rivalry. Angel Reese's fan already thinks she's going to be better and is better than Caitlin Clark, but I think they're delusional. But that doesn't mean I could be wrong. Until they actually play and finish their careers, there's no definite of anything.
Mark, they play again on August 30th, and if the Sky win, isn't it going to be 2-2 as far as play?
Most definitely will. As you know, it's going to be 2-2.
So now they're trying to get in the playoffs. What's going to happen there? I mean, it's really. I mean,
what's going to happen? It's going to be a huge game. Unfortunately, it won't set a ratings record because it's on ION that particular game. Okay. So maybe they'll change it. Maybe ESPN will say, "Hey, we want that game in ION or whatever." Maybe they'll work out a deal. But right now, it's on ION. The highest that ION has had so far is 1.02 million. Mm-hmm. So, of course, it'll be higher than that. I don't think it's going to hit 2.3 million.
No.
So we'll see what happens. But let's see. And also, Caitlin Clark's team is young. Indiana Fever is young. And the Chicago Sky has a lot of young talent. I mean, they have two picks that we just drafted this year, including Camila Cardoza. And who knows? She may be the better player between her.
I was going to say, there's another factor right there.
She was drafted ahead of Angel Reese. So I think right now, I was surprised, Rob, when I saw the projection for the draft, how people had said Angel Reese was going to go 7th. They even saw 8th. I go, really? I think she should go higher than that. They had Rickea Jackson went higher than her, and she wasn't even the first or second team All-American ever. So I was like, all right, they don't think her game's gonna translate, but she hustles and she plays tough defense, even though she doesn't block any shots. She gets steals and she gets a lot of rebounds and she scores a little. So her game did translate pretty easily. She's got good size. And so I think they underestimated her, and she went 7th, and she looks like the second best rookie. And Angel Reese fans would say the best rookie, but she just had 2 great games. Let's see if she keeps it up against some of the better teams and the better players. So we'll see what happens. Same thing with Clark. She's going to play against the better players the next 4 games. So we'll see what happens. Right. Anyways, I think there's a distinct possibility, because they both have relatively young teams, that they'll both get really good and they'll both be vying for the championship maybe 2 or 3 years from now. And I think the ratings would be astronomical in comparison to what they've had, say, just last year.
Right.
That's my opinion. And I'm looking forward to it. I am. I mean, I don't like Angel Reese, because maybe she matures and I start liking her personality better. Kyrie Irving, his personality seemed fine this year, but for 10 years, it seemed awful.
No, I want Reese to have. I think what motivates Reese is she's a different personality. She's got to have that edge. She comes from the city, so she's got that edge already. So she's going to keep it. I just wish, like you said, as far as maturity goes, just handling herself with the media and outside of that area a little bit better. And I'm hoping that she does that. But yeah, keep her. I want to keep her edge. Keep that edge. That's what motivates her. That keeps her going.
Some people never mature. Look at Diana Taurasi. She's still not a nice person,
Yeah.
She has no couth. So, anyways, that's my take. Anyway, so let us know what you think. Whether you think this is going to be a nice Bird Magic Part 2 in the WNBA, or whether it's not going to happen. So we'll see. I think there's a good shot at it. Not right now,
Sure.
given how Angel Reese has been playing. I thought I thought Clark was always going to be good enough for this to happen.
Right.
I'm a Clark fan, so we'll see.
Right.
Anyways, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the notification bell. If you like this video, hit the like button. And our live show is Eastern time on Mondays only, except major holidays, 7 to 8. And feel free to make intelligent, non-insulting comments. And we'll see you in the next video.
All right. Peace.